Well, hello there, beautiful humans. So every once in a while, a game comes out, and it just completely captures my imagination. And that game right now is this game, and it's called Book of Travels. It's being billed as a tiny multiplayer online game, and it looks absolutely stunning. So what we're going to do right now is watch the launch trailer, and then we'll come back and have a chat about it.
We are the new searchers.
We may not always seek the same things, or even be on the same journey.
Bound by shared moments of wonder. We lend each other strength.
Of mind or body or otherwise. For though we sometimes wander solitary roads,
We are never truly alone.
Whether we strive to slake our thirst for danger,
or bring light to some deep, dark place.
We are the new searchers. And if this is but a dream, then so be it.
For dreams dreamt together make better worlds.
So obviously, visually stunning. They do a great job with mystery in these trailers. What they don't do a great job with, in my opinion, is letting you know what the actual game is. And I think that's intentional. But I've been so interested that I went back all the way to their Kickstarter and read basically everything the devs ever wrote or said in video. And I want to kind of talk about what this game is and what you can expect when it launches next month in August. So Book of Travels is a role-playing game at its very core, and they've modeled it around the MMORPG structure, but they call it a tiny multiplayer online game. Think Journey, the way that multiplayer was done. So you're going to be basically on a solo journey in this larger open world, and it's completely open, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you will run into other players. They've said maybe once a play session, and it's supposed to create more of a camaraderie and a feeling of it being a truly special event within the game world. I think that's really cool. Journey is my favorite video game ever made, and the way they handled multiplayer in that game was perfect because there was no voice. It was only communicating through little symbols. You can actually see that in the very end of the launch trailer that we watched. They go to the top of the mountain, and you see these symbols pop up with a little heart, and it looks like that's the way you communicate. I think that's really cool because it forces you to be creative in your interactions, and it funnels you towards helping each other instead of trolling each other. And I think that makes for a way better, more positive gaming experience. So now let's talk about actual gameplay, and this is where things get a little bit fuzzier. So they're saying that there's no linear story whatsoever, no traditional quest lines, but there is lore and story to be found within the game, but it's up to you which branches you want to take to get there. So right away we know if you're a person that likes a very linear story and directions on exactly what to do, this is probably not going to be the game for you. The devs are focusing really heavily on the role-playing aspects here. They want this game to be super immersive, and they want you to write your own story. And I mean that very literally. There's even a section in the character creator where you can type your actual individual background story. So if you're someone that likes to create characters and create lore, this is going to be a dream game for you. Character creation here is based around forms, which is their version of classes in a standard RPG. What's really cool here is you have a basic set of background personality, and then you pick from a list of positive and negative traits that are going to affect the way that you play the game and your ability to do certain things in the game based upon the personality of the role that you want to create. There is a ton of detail in the character creator system, probably enough to warrant its own video, so we'll save that for a later date. Magic throughout the game world can be augmented and manipulated through brewing teas and tying knots. A lot of the gameplay is going to be exploration to find certain crafting ingredients, which are called regents, and talking to different people in different areas to learn how to tie specific knots that let you do certain things. This can be anything from protective spells, health regeneration, or even light to help you travel dangerous roads during the night. And finally, that brings us to the open world, which is the most intriguing and unknown part of this game so far. Now, I mentioned earlier, this looks like a hand-painted 2D side-scroller if you take it from any given shot. But the really amazing thing about this game is you can go anywhere that you can see. And you are going to need to explore to progress through the game. Crafting regents are very region-specific and area-specific, and they have said that you're going to have to keep a very keen eye out to learn where things spawn in the game world, because nobody will tell you exactly where to go for items you need. For me, I truly love being rewarded in a game for exploration and discovery, and I love mystery, and I think that leads to longevity for the game and the community outside of the game world. That about wraps it up for this brief overview of Book of Travels. If you are interested in exploring this game world, you don't have to wait too long. Early access starts August 9th on Steam. You can wishlist it now. I'll leave the links down in the description below. And let me know if you have any specific questions or if you'd like to see individual videos covering the systems more in depth. I'd be happy to put those together for you. And if you did enjoy the video, please consider leaving a thumbs up. It helps out the channel a lot. This video took a lot of time and research to put together. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I have been DanBeforeTime. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Be good to each other. Enjoy your day.